we have cut knuckles here and standard knuckles here. Right, before we can do any lock measurements, we will need to make a tool. So the plan is, when the wheel will be positioned in here, it should be able to rotate. Now we need to draw the scale. That's it. When the wheel will be placed here, it's just gonna do this or that, and we will be able to look at the angle. So if the arrow will land, say, in between those two values, we will be able to interpolate between 45 and 22. It's not a difficult task. Here we go. This is the tool. Hopefully it will work. Right guys, we're gonna check the stock car steering angle first. Right guys, we need to make sure the car is leveled first. And I jacked the other side and got it on the brake, so it's relatively level now. And what I'm going to do now, I will jack this side and I will put my measuring tool under this wheel, and we will be able to turn the wheel and hopefully read the angle. So now we slot this under the thing. We make sure the arrow is in the zero and we drop it. I haven't done it previously, so I'm not sure if my tool will work. So guys, fingers crossed, my measuring tool to determine the drift angle or steering lock angle will work. It's actually working. It's actually working, guys. It's a success. It's working. So, the stock lock angle is between 22.5 and 45 and leaning toward the 45 degrees. Let me make a mark and I will interpolate this later. I will do little s for stock. Right, so I think it's a success, guys, real success. And back to zero, straight and back to zero, look. Perfect, perfect. Okay, now, so to determine the angle, so our needle landed between 22.5 and 45. So if we divide this sector in half, so imagine a line will land somewhere around 34 degrees, and our mark will be in between, exactly in the middle between the 34 and 45. This means the angle, steering angle on the stock car will be somewhere in the region of 40 degrees. Miatas or Mazda MX5 steering lock is roughly around 40 degrees, which is quite good, I think. And now we will do the same for the cat knuckles. Very interesting. Here we go, car is on the tool. Now I'm gonna go to other side and turn the steering wheel. Here we go, 45 degrees. I think it can go a little bit more on a full lock. Yeah, maybe 46 or so. 45 degrees. I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest. But I will do one more time just to double check. So I've done it a second time and it's pretty much exactly the same result. We got, it's difficult to see, but the arrow is just there and 45 line is in here. So I suspect it's around 46 degrees, maybe 47. But anyway, it's quite disappointing. Cat knuckles, which are quite expensive, and only improvement in lock is 5-6 degrees. Is it worth it? However, 6 degrees may seem not a lot, but you definitely will feel it while drifting, and everything helps. I would like to add that I am not running the rack spacers, so this is purely a comparison between stock knuckles and cat knuckles, the rack spacers. When I was making this tool, the measuring tool, I suspected the weak point would be right in the center where the pivot point is. And yes, my suspicion was correct. So this was the middle point, the pivot point was the weakest part of this tool. So lesson learned, and next time I will modify this tool so it works perfectly and not trying to destroy itself. Next time I will try to compare the drop knuckles, which will be very interesting to find out what the improvement would be over the stock car and with the car with the cat knuckle. If you enjoyed this video, please support me, give me a like, comment below, and see you next time.